Hi, I'm Kesenya and welcome to Guiding Star Astrology. I'm your Astro Weather Girl, here with this week's Astro Weather Report. I'm going to show you how the stars are going to affect your life this week. In my videos, I use both Vedic and traditional Western techniques with tropical astrology, not sidereal astrology. I also use the traditional system of whole sign astrology for my analysis. You can use this video to the best of your advantage by listening to the introduction to understand what the week holds for you, and then going to the timestamps for your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a more personalized forecast for the week ahead. Astrology is not designed to scare you. It's designed to give you information so that you know what the good and the challenging energies in the week ahead will be, and you can therefore consciously work with them to the best of your advantage. Remember, knowledge is power. Now, there are scammers about, and so if you should receive a message from me on any platform requesting your money for a reading, know that it is a scam. Report them immediately. And now settle in and let's see what the astral skies have in store for the week ahead. Hello, my friends in YouTube land. I want to empower you through the tool of astrology this week. And this week we're looking at all the fantastic energies that are unfolding in the astral skies between the 12th and the 19th of November. Can't wait to share all about it with you. You know, it is so valuable with these readings that I do here for you to know your own chart, to be able to compare it to the energies that I'm talking about. So if you're new to astrology, I actually offer a course to teach you how to read your own chart. It's available through the Guiding Star Astrology Learn Astrology page. It's only $35. It will teach you how to use free online software to be able to read your chart. So if you're new to astrology, welcome, and I can help you learn to read your chart by simply going to the Guiding Star website. Links in the description below. Firstly, I want to share about this. It's just arrived in the mail for me from Magic of Eye. I am a Magic of Eye affiliate, and if you would like to have one of these hot little numbers in your hand, all you've got to do is go to the Astro Shop at Guiding Star Astrology, click on the link, and you can have your very own copy of a Magic of Eye book. Now, you're probably going, well, what is it, Kesenya? What is it? It looks fantastic, looks amazing, but what is it? It is an astral diary, and it's absolutely incredible. Like it's a planner. I don't know if you can see that there. Allows you to write down your experiences under certain astral energies each day, so you've got an ongoing record of what you experienced, how you felt. It's also got all the astrological aspects for each day. It can function as a general diary if you want it to function that way, but it does work also as an astral journal. Like I said, it's got new moon, full moon dates, retrograde dates. It's got lots about working with the astral energies and the moon phases, what to expect, heaps and heaps, even down to for the women out there, working with the menstrual cycle, working with the planetary transits. It is just chock full. Just trying to find you some pages here to share with you just how amazing this little book is. I've been using Magic of Eye for a couple of years now, and I just find it a fantastic tool and reference guide to be able to work well with astrology, even better. So I highly recommend getting your hands on a copy. I mean, look how thick it is. It's leather bound, beautiful, beautiful cover. I love it. It arrived for me in the mail today, and you should have seen the happy dance I did. It would have made you all smile. So that is now available if you want to order your 2023 copy through the Guiding Star Astrology shop. And just a final little piece of promotion. This week for the Patreon family video, we are looking at the part of fortune and its placement in each house of the horoscope, and what it means and how you can generate part of fortune and grow your own prosperity, grow your own wealth and abundance and fulfillment also in life through the placement of your part of fortune in the chart. So if you would like to learn about that, join us over at the Patreon family page. The link is in the description below. And now on to this week's astral weather. I'm just going to grab my little texter because it's always handy. This week's energy focus, oh thank goodness, it is almost Sagittarius season, and I know we're all hanging to get there. Phew. But This is the week leading up to Sagittarius season, yay. This week we're still under the influence of November the 8th eclipse that's just occurred. So anything could manifest. Sudden things could come out of the blue because we're still under that energy of that erratic eclipse energy, moon conjunct Uranus in the full moon squaring Saturn. Wasn't it a doozy? And it was beautiful in the sky as well, I might add. But that aside, so we're going to be talking about other things besides the eclipse now. This week's transits are really great. So anything could happen because of the eclipse, but the transits that are coming up this week are so full of positivity, so full of joy. After the last few weeks of intensity, I think, oh, thank God. Let's take a look. Firstly, the 15th of November, we are going to be having the Sun over here in Scorpio trining Neptune in Pisces. So let's draw a line on there. There we go. A trine between Neptune at the Sun and 22 degrees. Well, do you like lolling in the sun? You know, maybe you like hanging out at a cosmopolitan cafe by the street, watching the world go by with a latte in your hand. I know I rather enjoy doing that. Then if that's the kind of thing, that lazy, luxurious, glamorous energy, if that's the kind of thing you really get off on, well, you're going to love the energy of Sun trine Neptune on the 15th of November. It's a day for relaxing in a social setting, enjoying that touch of glamour without a care in the world. And couldn't we all use a bit of that right now? So this energy is all about creativity and more of it. So you can really, if you work in fields of creativity, of inspiration, of performance, or if you work in fields where being in the flow is essential to your work, like being a writer or an artist or a musician, this is your day to really get the mojo happening. Some people might meet their soulmate under this influence, and it's not just the falling in love variety of soulmate either. My jury is still out about what exactly soulmates are. I would love a discussion about that in the comments if you feel like going for it. What do you think a soulmate actually is? Pop it in the comments below. But it's not just the in-love soulmate variety. I would say my best friend is also a soulmate for me in this lifetime. So it could be a best friend for you, or it could be a sibling who feels like your soulmate, like you've been buds for many lifetimes together. But also, so people who are soulmate-like can cross your path, but also people of inspiration can cross your path. And that could be really exciting because this is a very G'd up kind of inspiring energy, even though it is in the flow and, cruisy and relaxed and all that sort of thing. And for some people, this isn't, if it's interacting with any of your natal planets around 22 degrees of Pisces or Scorpio, for some people it may just be an energy that brings some level of fame into your life, whether that's that you get on the front page of the local newspaper, or whether, your face is splashed across CNN or something. Got to wonder why that would be the case if you were splashed across CNN. It's so dodgy, but if that was the case, you would be in an element of fame, and that's the kind of energy that today can bring for some people. So it's an energy of charity, an energy of compassion, and it's a healing energy as well. So bring that to the world around you. We're in that right zone for giving a little more love, giving a little more healing and kind words wherever we can, and, actions of love. So reach out to those you care for. Share the big love and maybe the street side coffee as well, while there's plenty to go around under this beautiful 15th of November energy. And also on the 15th of November, we're having a similar trine. This one is from the same sphere of the sky to the same sphere of the sky, but it's Venus trining Jupiter. Whoa, that's a wobbly line, isn't it? I almost want to rub that out. The perfectionist in me does not like crooked lines. Whoa, and that's even worse. Okay. So Venus to Jupiter, the two big benefics. This is at 28 degrees of Scorpio and Pisces. Well, happy, joy, joy. For those who get sick of astrological forecasts of doom and gloom, today will give you the experience of positivity that you are seeking. Love is even in the air. So combined on the same day with Neptune Sun, whew, this is a good one. Love is in the air. Your dancing shoes get dusted off. There are high fives aplenty out there. You know that feeling when the sun shines and the birds sing and your favorite song comes on your playlist? Well, that's the energy of today. Everything just feels right. So I can't wait for the 15th of November, and by God, we all need it. A bit of uplift, bit of spring breeze, in our lives. So you can use this sparkly buzz to help you heal relationships that are suffering or have become a bit fractious. You can connect with those you love or take a day off just to simply be and enjoy the energy of who you are. It's a good day for making investments as well, or simply shopping for something that will bring you a sense of happiness and delight. So you might be on the receiving end too, under this energy, of some sort of good fortune in your life. Now, what is good fortune? Everyone's probably thinking, a big win so that I can pay off all my debts and that sort of thing. Well, good fortune takes many forms. The old goddess Fortuna didn't often bestow sudden windfalls of bazillions of dollars, but somebody might give you a heartwarming smile, a stranger on the street, and you're just like, oh, that made me feel really special, It could be a compliment that somebody gives you that just sets your heart aglow. It could be a special gift or a favor that just thrills you to your fingertips. So keep your eyes peeled with optimism for all the beauty and the joy and the good things that can come your way in life under this lovely, lovely twice annual energy. Then on the 16th, Venus is going to buzz her way into Sagittarius. She's going to move into Sagittarius. She's the first of these little personal planets here, Sun, Mercury and Venus, to do so. And then they're all going to follow suit very soon. So yay, Sagittarius season's kind of gearing up. But this is a restless energy for love. Venus rules love. Sagittarius is somewhat restless in all the right ways. Venus actually does very well in Sagittarius, and her presence here for the coming month actually speaks to our need to grow and expand through the relationships that we have in our life. So this is beginning on the 16th. It's a happy mix of all that is light-hearted in love with all that is idealistic and all that is noble about love too. That said, it's not an energy of commitment, don't get me wrong, but it's just one of sheer relational joy. So you might find yourself attracted to people who now make you feel expansive and wise and in love with life now. You might notice that there's a lot more people like that in your circle, lifting up your energy, and you might be doing that for other people, let's hope, as well. We should also approach our finances with more generosity when Venus is in Sagittarius. This is an energy that birthed the phrase, the more you give, the more you receive. So believe that the universe will provide for you, and your faith, Sagittarius, will see it manifest. And be giving, be generous. I mean, don't, blow your budget, giving to other people, but seek ways to sort of share, maybe you pick a bunch of flowers out of your garden to take into, somebody in hospital, or to give to somebody at work whose birthday it is. There are ways to be generous with your energy other than, having to spend a fortune. So, look for ways to be generous under this energy. Cultivate your abundance consciousness for the next month. There is more than enough for everyone in this world, in this life. I mean, so many people, oh gosh, I'm going to go off on one of my tangents, sorry. But so many people function in life like they're going to miss out. There's not enough. I have to sort of cling on to what I've got, or else, there's nothing else that will ever take its place, or, this poverty mentality. And it breaks my heart to see this, because the earth is bountiful. It's a big earth, and there is more than enough for everybody to have a satisfying life. Perhaps not a, bazillionaire kind of life of exploitation of everything, but a satisfying life of belonging. And I think Venus energy in Sagittarius is a time for becoming more conscious and aware that we can be generous and that there is more than enough for everyone. So keep that at the forefront of your mind for the next month while Venus sojourns through Sagittarius, my friends. Then on the 17th of November, Mercury brings up the rear. Shall I draw another wobbly line? Yes, I will. With another trine to Jupiter at 28 degrees. So Jupiter's hovering around 28 degrees there, and Mercury then catches up and forms a trine. So, have you been waiting for some good news? Well, today it might arrive on your doorstep, especially if you have any of the mutable signs strong in your chart: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces. So they are ruled, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces are ruled by Jupiter and Mercury. And when they in a tango together, the good news might be coming for you, my beautiful mutable signs. So this is a gorgeous energy for engaging in group activities, communicating really well with others. So if you've got a message to share, if you are, need to write an email or, write a birthday card or something for somebody, this is the day to do it under, because the energy is just so glorious. This is the 17th of November. Now, if you are teaching or facilitating, you are going to be in the zone, absolutely in the zone. People are going to understand your message really well. You'll get the standing ovation at the end of your presentation. It's going to be awesome. And if travel is on the cards, it's going to be very enjoyable and hassle-free. Now, if you have any legal matters to attend to as well, contracts to sign or proposals to deal with, today is your friend, 17th of November, okay? This energy can support a positive big picture outcome, and will also ensure that you pay attention to the small details too. Jupiter, big picture, and friendly connection with Mercury, small details. It's all coming together perfectly. Also on the 17th of November, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. So Mercury is absolutely zooming along now, 28 degrees, making this trine to Jupiter, and then zoom straight into Sagittarius as well. And when Mercury's in Sagittarius for roughly a month or so, we get a lot of positive thinking and freedom in our thought life. That's what Mercury in Sag is all about. So get ready for communications to become more optimistic and more positive now. What a relief after all the argy-bargy, conflict-filled communications leading up to the eclipse. So yay, things are starting to improve. But expect your conversations to start to become interesting and mind expanding now. Don't we love it? We're willing to debate our point of view if these discussions serve the purpose of growing our own understanding. So you might find you're in some really healthy, fiery dialogue that sets your soul on fire in a good way, in the best way. Some of us will also receive new visions for the future while Mercury is in Sagittarius, and they're going to excite us. Don't let others throw cold water on your ideas. Okay, please. I used to, here I go on another tangent, but when I was a kid, I have Jupiter rising and no Earth in my chart. And my sister, who's 14 months younger than me, she was all Earth. She had nothing else, and very Saturnian. And so we were like chalk and cheese. And I would be full of like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, full of big, optimistic hope and expansion. And it was always my sister's role to come in and throw the cold water all over me with her realism. Don't let anybody do that to you on the 17th of November. Stick with your, Jupiter-induced optimism in the Jupiter-ruled sign of Sagittarius there. Embrace your big picture ideas and fully plan and strategize how you can achieve them. You can do it. I believe in you, just like I believe in my own crazy, kooky, big picture ideas too. We can all do it. Okay, and what a great day to do it on the 17th of November. So that's what's coming up this week. So lots of action between Scorpio and Pisces. That is where it's at, and a bit of action too with Sagittarius getting some momentum as well. And I love this part of the sky, actually. This part of the sky is quite beautiful. If you're familiar with the work of David Warner Matheson, who's been on our channel a few times, he emphasizes this part of the sky, Scorpio to Sagittarius, as being very key and pivotal for many esoteric reasons. So I think it's quite a special time of year when we've got these key personal planets moving through the Scorpio-Sagittarius crossover point. Very exciting. Now, let's talk about how this is going to affect all signs this week. And the day that we're particularly focusing on is the 15th of November. And I'm going to be talking about two energies at play. That is Venus trine Jupiter and Neptune trine Sun. Okay, so I'm rolling them all into one. Let's start with Scorpio, because that is where the energy is most going to be noticed. Why is that? Well, these are two big slow-moving outer planets here. And here, Venus and the Sun, which is what we're referring to in this discussion, Venus and the Sun are our personal planets. So we feel the energy of the personal planets and expressed in us from the outer planets. Okay, so that's where it's going to express. All right. So Sun trine Neptune, Venus trine Jupiter. Let's go. First house for Scorpio. Well, this is a beautiful place where we can have a win, a sense of good fortune. So your life, Scorpio people, can just be quite blessed this week in some way or another. You might just feel uplifted. You might feel good and buoyant. You might feel abundant. And often, when you feel a certain way, you attract it to you. You start to draw in abundant experiences and expansive experiences and opportunities because you're feeling so good. So yay, Scorpio, you get to experience this. Your life can be blessed because of how you feel within. Your sense of success and achievement now in life can come from your own personal effort, your own initiative. So if you get an idea, and you may just well get a brilliant idea under this energy, if you get some idea, don't just sit on your backside, get in there and make it happen. Use your first house initiative and get up and go to really put energy into your ideas. It will really pay off. It's your own ingenuity, your own personal effort that brings about the success, the manifestation of the success of these beautiful aspects. So don't let them go to waste. Your personality is seen through the first house too, and your personality can be what brings you some sort of blessing this week. So put yourself out there, get involved in your community, take that step forward, apply for that job, pursue your dreams, be courageous in some way, go after that girl or that guy that you've been dreaming about. Use this energy as your rocket fuel, so to speak, to make life flourish in your favor, or burst forth, rocket launch in your favor. And I would encourage you also to, if your personality, or if your emotions, or you've been going through a lackluster time or a really despondent time, do something now that boosts that energy, because if you can lift your sense of happiness and satisfaction in the world, then you can draw in all the good things that life has the ability to bring us. So that could be great connections, great friendships, really loving your job, feeling peace in your home, all the good things that are part of our lives, or can be part of our lives if we make space for it. It's also an energy applying to your physical body, so you might just have a lot more vitality on the 15th of November, and this could last all week actually. You might have an aura of joy about you. People might say, hey, what's with you this week? You're really shining, or you've got a sparkle in your eye, or something like that. They might notice something in your aura or in your energy that is truly, truly beautiful because of this lovely, lovely energy. So I just want to encourage you, Scorpio, put yourself out there. It will pay off this week. The universe totally has your back for you being able to fulfill your dreams. So good, so good. Sagittarius rising, or sun or moon, that's going to stay very good. Well, this energy is falling in the 12th house, and this is the area where you have the potential for some good fortune or a win happening in your life now. And you know what? It could be karmic. It could be you could be getting your karmic rewards, Sagittarius. Maybe you've put in the hard yards, you've been, really working hard or struggling with something in your life, and in step your guides, your ancestors, those who love you on the other side, to sort of pull a few strings and let you have a win, let life go your way and support you right now. So yay, pray to your guides, pray to your ancestors. They can really step in for you under this beautiful, benevolent, creative energy as well. And this is a house of creativity, so don't be surprised if you get a lot of creative downloads and inspiration for new ideas. Embrace them, run with them. This is a very, very creative energy. I would also say, if I mentioned in the intro that sometimes soulmates can cross our path under this energy. And if that is what happens to you, if you encounter someone and you think, oh my God, the energy between us, wow, it's like I've always known this person, or there's something going on here. And that can happen sometimes, can't it, when we meet certain people. If that should happen, know that it might be somebody from a past life, 12th house, coming back into your life to resolve something or to support you in some way. Just like your ancestors on the other side are supporting you, there might be somebody who owes you something from a past life. Maybe a soulmate from a past life steps into your life to be here for you now with a certain circumstance that you're dealing with. So quite a beautiful energy, isn't it? I would also encourage you, Sagittarius, if you find that life's just been too much lately, this is an energy that says, hey, you should take time off just to be. Go grab your surfboard and go for a surf, and just be at one with the waves, or head out into the forest and just sit and listen to the birds, or take a walk in the bush. Do whatever it is that floats your boat regarding what makes you just happy to be alive. This is the energy of escaping. This is the energy of retreating, and we really need it after the past few weeks we've been experiencing. This beautiful energy is saying, let's do it. Let's go and just tune out from the world and find our zen again, whatever that looks like for you. I've talked about going into nature or going for a surf, but it could be reading a book of poetry that does it for you, or going to the movies. That's your way of tapping out. So take the day off in some way in your soul just to be. Now remember, you could also go shopping for something that brings you delight under this energy. I would encourage you, if that's the case, you might like to shop for some new bed linen. Might make you feel really good to have clean, fresh, brand new sheets on your bed. You could also, shop for anything creative or poetic, or like movies, that kind of thing. Spending money on 12th house things can be very satisfying and pleasure-filled under these influences. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your inner voice on this day. And so if you're going to take time out just to be, which I encourage you to do, there is going to be that small, little, silent inner voice just squeaking away there, wanting to get your attention, wanting you to know what your higher self really desires in life. So take time to tune in, and you will hear it, because I've got to say, Neptune and Jupiter are highly inspirational planets, intuitive planets, psychic even inducing planets sometimes, especially Neptune. And so when they're interacting with your 12th house in a pleasant way, then the messages we get from our inner self, our deep down psyche, are going to be worth listening to, are going to be valuable. Now that might come through, like I said, tapping out and tuning in, but it could also come in a dream, or seeing omens around you that sort of confirm for you what you need to do, the action you need to take, what you need to address in your life. Signs as well, intuitive feelings, visions, even forebodings, I would say. You know how, like you might say, think to yourself, I'm going to go down this road. Driving along, I'm going to take this road, it's a different road, and you suddenly get this feeling of, oh no, I don't think I should. So you stay on the path you're on and you don't take that side road. You get home at night and you watch on the news that there was a big accident down that road. That kind of, intuitive knowing, forebodings, by listening to your higher self, you're going to get the guidance that you need to have a more prosperous experience of life. I've given you quite a disastrous example there, but it's really about trusting your inner knowing so that you can make the wisest choices on this day. Your soul always knows the truth, always knows what's best for it. Neptune and Jupiter are all about belief. And here, with an aspect to the 12th house and the personal planets in the 12th house, it's about having faith that the universe actually has your back. And whatever choice you make, whatever decision you undertake now, it's for the greater good. So again, listening to that inner voice, trusting what it's saying, and knowing deep down, faith that the universe has your back with this choice that you're trying to make, or decision you're trying to make. Venus rules choices. So there might be some life-changing, 12th house is life-changing kind of energy before it moves into the first house, life-changing choice that might need to be made, and you want to develop or know or listen to that inner faith that the universe is going to support you, going to have your back. This is also, the 12th house is a house of non-traditional methods. So in that sense, don't be surprised if you have to take the alternative route. There may not be a car accident down there after all, but it's about taking the road less traveled, it's about going against the mainstream, really. If the mainstream says this is what you have to do for your life, it's about trusting that the universe has your back this week and taking that road less traveled. Okay, this is not what the mainstream, gives you a pat on the back for, but by God, it's where my soul is telling me to go, and I'm going to take it. And I know the universe supports me in doing this and will make the way clear and will provide for me. And the universe will open the doors. It will make the way clear for you to follow your heart. So Saggy friends, wow, this is a biggie for you. It's about faith. It's about optimism. It's belief and trust, and the knowing that your heart will always lead you in the right place. Wow, a big one for Sagittarius. Capricorn rising, sun or moon. Are you going to stay? No, you are not. Okay. Well, stay. Okay, for Capricorn, this is the effect of Jupiter and Neptune trining personal planets is falling for you in the 11th house. This is one of the wealth houses. It's quite a blessed house. It's an area where you could have some good fortune this week, or a win. Maybe you gather a whole new circle of friends to you, or you make some new friendships that change your life. Bless your life now, house of friendship. You might also get some creative inspiration about, joining a group or joining a club or some activism or social action or something, and you're just really inspired now, particularly inspired by compassion, a heartfelt, like, oh, I'm so sorry for whatever circumstance that it is, some compassionate reason out there in the world, and you join some activism because, for example, the women in Iran right now, I really, really ache for the women in Iran and how much they have suffered, how corrupt that system is over there. And you might be like me, compassionate about their plight, and therefore join some sort of activism group or humanitarian, work or something to help those people from a place of compassion. Jupiter, Neptune, compassion into the house of activism. So, show compassion. It can really, especially in your own life too, it can really heal any rifts between friendships. If you have had any friendships go awry or fall apart, which I know a lot of people have over the last 3 years, show some compassion, show some grace. It could heal friendships now this week under this gorgeous benevolent energy, Capricorn. It is a good day to take a day off just to be and to connect with the people you love. And of course, in this case, it would be connecting with friends, the friends you love, and just enjoy being with friends on the 15th of November, because this energy is just going to give you the best experience, best connections, just really joyful memories this dynamic will create. So why not make the most of it? One energy that this beautiful combination is going to give you on the 15th is the feeling of belonging. And really, is there anything more fulfilling than just feeling like, I found my place, I found my people? It is so beautiful when we find our home amongst other souls, Wow, that's incredible. So this is an energy of finding a sense of belonging. It can really make you feel fortunate and give you a just innate feeling of success. So really, really beautiful. There might be also, this is a house that has to do with reform and change. Some would say rebelliousness, but I think reform and change is a bit better terms. There might be some way to reform certain aspects of your life, change certain things in your life that are not working now, and to create some long-term vision, some long-term plans as well. So use this energy to your advantage for that, because you'll have a positive big picture approach for what you want to achieve, how you can go about achieving your dreams, and the universe can even bless you in taking those first steps now. This is an energy of benevolent blessing. So you might be blessed in taking some steps towards your goals and your dreams and your aspirations now. This is also an Upachaya house. So the energetic outcomes of this house are not instantaneous. It's not sudden like Uranus shocks can be, even though Uranus is associated with the 11th house. It's actually an Upachaya house, which means it gradually gets better. So whatever new friendships are formed, whatever clubs and groups you join, whatever steps you take towards your goals and dreams, it's going to get progressively better from the choices and decisions you make on the 15th of November going forward. Very pleased to tell you that. So it's worth taking those strides forward to create the life that you want. Okay, Aquarius rising, sun or moon people. The energy of our beautiful Venus, Sun, trine, Jupiter, Neptune is going to be most felt by you in the 10th house. This is the house of our example to others, and a house, an energy of creativity. So you might, your place in the world and how you create an example to other people, you might have some creative ideas about how to address your reputation, how to show up in the world and shine your light to others. You might come up with some really creative, concepts. Because this is also the house of finding our place in the world and shining our light to everybody out there, you might have some success under this benevolent energy in doing so. So that might be success in career. It could be that you gain some leadership position that you've applied for, or even somebody might offer you a leadership position that you didn't even expect would come. So there can be success out there in the world through leadership, through career, but even just the success of knowing your place in the world. This is, I found my career, or I found what gives me joy, in service out there to the world, or in creating a legacy for those who come after me. I found what really floats my boat. This is an energy of happiness. So it's feeling good about what we're doing out there in the world in terms of career. Now, it feels happy to you with this energy on the 15th of November to have a job to do, to have a role to play, to have a goal to be achieved. So it's not an energy for sitting around and doing nothing. It's an energy for taking action and getting out there and facilitating some sort of success that you desire in the world. The universe totally has your back for achieving that on the 15th of November. So, make the most of that energy, work with it, take advantage of the sort of the wind beneath your wings that you've got to run with this. Also, this is a house of our responsibilities, and it's through accepting our responsibilities rather than resenting our worldly responsibilities that is going to bring you greater success. Because if you can approach your responsibilities with the level of joy about them, Jupiter is joy, and an energy of just compassion for the surface and the work that you're doing, then you are going to feel really good about your life. And when we feel good about something, there are more opportunities made available to us. Our energy, the good energy within, begets good energy on the outer. So, more acceptance of responsibility, less resentment is quite key. It's really imperative that you look on this day, Aquarius friends, look at your life, look at what you've achieved, and give thanks for it. Be grateful. Like we've got hugely beneficial planets involved in this. Like here is Venus. Venus is thankfulness, and Jupiter is joy. Be grateful. Look for ways, look at your life and be grateful for what you've accomplished. Okay, you might not be CEO of, I don't know, Prime Minister or whatever, as you might aspire to be, but look at how far you've come and celebrate that, join with your friends, go out for a cocktail and, be thankful and grateful and celebrate, a project well done, a leadership role that you enjoy, a career that you love, having meaning and purpose, having a good reputation. Like just celebrate who you are and what you're accomplishing out there in the world already. And when we do that, again, we're tapping into this energy of gratitude and goodness that brings more of that good stuff into our zone. So this energy says, let's be grateful for all that we are and all that we're accomplishing. I love this. Gains can come to you also, I might just point out before we move on this day, through your ambitions. It's a very ambitious house, 10th house. It wants to climb the ladder and get to the top of the tree. So you can find that there might be some windfalls or gainfulness or opportunities that come your way that help facilitate your ambitions or a result of your ambitions. But also you can be gainful simply through having a plan, being focused on where you want to go and what you want to achieve. And you might find that the more focused you are, the more, your sights are set, then the greater blessing that can come. So what a great day, Aquarius. This is such a beautiful energy to be working with. Pisces. Oh, go Pisces. We Pisces people have the energy of Jupiter, Neptune making this interaction in our first house, but it's going to be felt for us by the personal planets on the 15th of November that are in our 9th house. So this is the area of life that we can have some potential on the 15th of November for a win or some sort of good fortune coming our way. Where do we even start? This is the house of communication with the gods. So quite frankly, we might get a message from spirit that uplifts our soul, that, has us dancing down the street with joy. Jupiter is joy in our first house, and 9th house is blessing. So some message from the gods that's just a gift and a blessing. Some news that comes our way. We might sort of, and when I say news, I'm not sort of, opening the paper and read the news. It's more like an inner knowing, some sort of light of understanding that's news from the divine, from the gods, messages from the gods, where we just know, we just sense, we just feel. The universe is going my way, the universe has my back, and we might be really feeling that on the 15th of November. We could even get revelations about our purpose and our mission, what's going to give our life more meaning, what's going to give our life more fulfillment under this energy. Now, this is a house, the ninth house is the house of the big picture and the big patterns in life. And so it's sort of in understanding this higher knowledge and the big picture of things that life is going to feel more sparkly, more beautiful. I will also point out for any Pisces people, I want to talk about tangible things, not just spiritual things here, but and it's kind of hard because in many ways this is a very spiritual house, but it is the house of, it's the fifth house from the fifth. And that makes it the house of the sort of the perfected love, higher level love. So some of you Pisces people might have had a relationship at some point in your life, or first relationship. You didn't really know what relationships were all about. You didn't know what love was, and you learned about it through that first life experience, but it wasn't quite the top of the tree, And some of you might be looking at a second commitment or a second life partnership and praying for that, or hoping for that to come in. Under this energy, which is a trigger energy for soulmates coming into our life, some Pisces people might be crossing paths with a soulmate who is going to teach them about perfected love, higher level love, more gracious love, love that is not immature, but love that is of a higher order. So I'm excited for Pisces people in that sense. I'm also just hearing from Spirit too, as I'm saying that, that it's not just people looking for a second life partner. There will be people of inspiration that might cross any Pisces person's path who can gift them this beautiful light of knowledge about what higher love is, what a deeper relationship is. So it doesn't have to be a partner. It just can be somebody who speaks some words to you today on the 15th of November that leads you to a place of higher knowing regarding perfected love. Good karma is a ninth house thing too as well. So you might get a karmic reward, and this is the house of blessing as well. So, with this gorgeous energy, Pisces, you may well get some blessing this week. Oh gosh, I'm happy to be a Pisces this week. This is really nice. Some sort of good fortune can come your way. Some blessing from the universe as a reward for, you've been a good person in a past life, and here comes your reward under this gorgeous energy. Could be anything. I mean, I could list you a million examples, but truly the good karmic reward could be in terms of tangible things like money, but it could be relationship rewards, it could be career rewards, it could be sense of purpose and meaning reward, it could be happiness and joy reward, it could be many things. But yeah, karmic reward is on the cards for Pisces people this week. Also, Pisces, I want to point out that with this energy, it's worth your while investing in some sort of adventure and soul expansion. Part of the rewards that we can receive under this energy are soul rewards, where we do something we've never done. We go beyond our ordinary boundaries. We step out of our comfort zone, very ninth house, step out of our comfort zone. And in doing so, our world expands. The world becomes brighter, greener, sparklier, more beautiful, because we have, to quote a biblical term, we've moved our tent pegs back. So adventure and expansion, and seeking out adventure and expansion, is our path to success under this influence. And of course it is, because Jupiter and Neptune are planets with no boundaries. They both rule Pisces, and they're all about no boundaries whatsoever in the house of adventure. So pull back the tent pegs, remove the boundaries, go climb that mountain, go swim across that lake, go do whatever it is that feels like an adventure to you, and watch your soul blossom and expand as a result of that. Abundance can come to you on the 15th of November through the extending of your opinions, through widening your horizons, tolerating differences, and practicing understanding of where other people are coming from, practicing that walk a mile in my shoes kind of analogy. Also, this is a house of belief, and I have to say, it's a house of what you think is what you get. So what you believe is what manifests for you. And often we look at the ninth house lord to determine what the thinking is that determines what you're going to get in life. Anyhow, this energy says on this day, you're thinking so big and expansive and positive and joyful because of this beautiful interaction on the 15th of November. What are you going to get then? Blessing, expansion, gifts from the universe. You know, what you think is what you get. Positivity in your essence, in your thinking, is going to be what you receive in your life. So I love it, Pisces. I would even, as a Pisces person, I'm going to be doing a ceremony on the 15th of November to get me in right energy space to bring in all that good juju. Love it. Happiness on the 15th of November can lie in some sort of open-minded or positive philosophies and keeping a positive attitude. I would also say this is a house of our visions. This is goals and dreams, 11th house. But you've got to have a vision first. And that's why if we look at the progress of the houses in the chart, this is the house of university learning, higher level learning. And what are we doing when we're at university? We've got this vision for, I'm studying to be a doctor because, I'm going to be a doctor, career, 10th house. And then I'm going to get the rewards and gains from being a doctor. So that's how it goes. We have the vision, we have the career, and then we get the rewards and gains, 9th, 10th, and 11th house. So Pisces, invest in your vision under this beautiful, beneficial energy. The positivity that you put into your vision for your life under this influence this week is going to really uplift your soul and set you on the right foot to manifest beautiful things. I just have this picture, this beautiful vision of somebody putting their foot down as they climb a beautiful staircase, and every time they put their foot down, out blossoms from underneath their feet all these flowers and vines and fruits and things. Like there's prosperity with every step is the image that I can see in my head. So invest in your vision, and each step you take when it's started in this beautiful benevolent energy is going to be a new step of prosperity, a new step of growth. Gorgeous. Thank you, Pisces people. Well, Aries rising, sun or moon people. The energy for you guys is falling between beautiful Jupiter, Neptune, trining to Venus and Sun on the 15th of November. This is affecting your 8th house. And it's lovely to have this benevolent energy affecting what is commonly known as one of the malefic houses in the horoscope. It's a day where we can have a win in terms of 8th house matters. So that could look, for example's sake, like a win in some sort of crisis situation. Maybe you've been going through some heaviness, some upheavals, some difficulties, some challenges. Life has been giving you lemons, and this is an energy for turning those lemons into lemonade. This is, getting a win out of a difficult situation. Maybe you've been going through a divorce or something, and you find out, what? If we go through a divorce, I'm actually going to come out better off in the long run from a financial perspective. Or maybe you've had a health crisis, and maybe under this energy on this day, you get word of some new healing technique that's going to just transform this health issue that you've had. There is, through some crisis or difficult situation, there is some blessing that is some win, some good fortune that's coming out of it for you. So really, really lovely. This is a house of unseen resources like oil and minerals and gas and things like that. And it would be, if you're looking at investing, this would be a good day to do so, to invest in these hidden things, maybe even offshore bank accounts and stuff like that. It's also a really good energy if you have been thinking about taking out a loan, Aries people. It could be a loan for, renovation on your house, or it could be something like heaps bigger than that. But this is the house of other people's money, which is what, banks are loaning you money. It's not your money, it's somebody else's. And so loans and funds here, you can be blessed through some sort of loan, or gain a loan, or get approved for a loan under this day, under this energy on this day, and it can leave you feeling happier about your life, more positive about what you can do with your life. I mean, there's nothing worse, Aries, than feeling like you can't move forward in life because you don't have any resources, you don't have access to money. I mean, I know what that feels like. So this is a beautiful energy when the universe might put the stamp of approval on you receiving some sort of material support to move forward with your life. Moral support is also possible here too. It is possible that this could be an inheritance, a will, a payout, a windfall, but usually in the 8th house, whenever we get an inheritance, it's because something has ended. Like a person has passed away and so we get an inheritance, or we get divorced so we get a financial split or something like that. Usually with the 8th house, there's some kind of ending that denotes the receipt of something material for us. So I just wanted to point that out, that could be the case. You might get a win in some way, like an inheritance or some sort of payout, but it's likely to be the result of something that's come to an end, for better or worse. Sometimes things end and it's just what we needed. Yes, but I do see some beautiful benefit. And of course, this is a financial house, and we're dealing with Venus and Jupiter here as well as part of the energy on this day. And these are the two planets associated with money. So definitely that could be something beneficial on the cards for you in that sense. In another positive manifestation of this, the 8th house is the second house from the 7th, so it actually represents the money of our partner, the resources and the material goods of our partner, and it's likely under this energy that our partner's resources are going to flourish and blossom. They might grow in some way. Our partner might get a pay rise. Our partner might, score, a gift of some special description. So there's some blessing that is certainly available here. And finally, I just want to say that it's also a house of renewal. And so there could be some opportunity to renew an intimate connection, renew a partnership, and create more trust. This is a house of trust. And trust is a difficult thing to achieve with others, I must admit, sometimes. The 8th house is very much about that, about the level of trust, for better or worse, that we have with other people. And with this beautiful benevolent energy, our level of trust in a partner or an intimate situation can really be blessed and flourish and blossom. And that can help restore and renew and transform some relationship at a deep level. So some of you Aries people, considering the eclipse energy, might be appreciative of that happening in your life. There's a rebirthing of some level of intimacy here. When a relationship has trust and integrity, that's when it blossoms, that's when it fruits. So yeah, really, really lovely energy here. Okay, thank you, Aries. Now Taurus rising, Taurus sun, Taurus moon, people, all of the above. We are seeing the energy playing out on the 15th of November between the Sun and Venus and Jupiter and Neptune, making a gorgeous, gorgeous trine. And so this is a great day for investing in your partnerships, investing in your marriage, investing in your relationships of all sorts. So take time out to be with your intimate beloved. Take time out to really treasure them and honor them under this energy. There is so much fruit that can come out of that beautiful blessed combination of this energy. So it's absolutely worth investing in deep connections, positive experience, creating positive memories with a partner. Take the day just to be with you and a loved one if you're in that situation where you can do that. It's also really healthy, Taurus, with this energy to show some compassion, some grace, some forgiveness, because this energy can heal any brokenness, any rifts. So really, really powerful for some healing to unfold in that regard on this day. Take those steps, be the initiator, my Taurus friends. I know Taurus is usually the receptive energy, but because of this energy, I would encourage you to be the instigator of the healing. This is also good energy for shopping, but I would not be shopping for yourself. I'd be shopping for something that somebody else loves. Might be a child, a friend, shopping for a client, shopping for your partner, shopping for your business partner. Do some shopping. It will make you happy. It will bring you joy to buy a gift for someone else and bring blessing into somebody else's life under this energy on the 15th of November as well. For our Taurus friends, you guys have the potential, more than any other sign, I think, to encounter a soulmate. under this influence, because obviously this is the house of committed partnerships, and this is the energy that can trigger a soulmate to enter into your life and encounter a soulmate. And coming on the heels of the eclipse energy, my single Taurus friends could well be being set up for that to happen. You've just had an eclipse on the axis of relationship, Taurus. So for anybody who's single, this is the chance for you to actually encounter that dream woman, that dream man. So this energy is supportive of that on the 15th of November happening. Also, for single and married or coupled in any way people, it is simply through involvement with others that you can find more fulfillment and meaning and purpose in life under this influence, more blessing essentially. So it is a day for connecting. It is a day for reaching out, even if it's just going for a coffee with your bestie, even if it's just, going for a walk in the evening with your children or something. Do something with others. It will make life feel more fulfilled, more meaningful, more purposeful to connect in some way with other people. So if you've got to go to the gym, go with a friend. If you have to go do the shopping, do it with your partner. Like, spend time connecting and you will be blessed, and you will, life will feel better and more fulfilling for you. Also, other people, I would say as well, Taurus, can really lead the way for you on this day. Can I just apologize? I don't know if you can hear, but as is the case in spring in Australia, in my street, everybody mows their lawns and shreds their leaves and whatever else all day long. So I'm sorry if that noise is interfering with the reading. Anyhow, oh gosh, it's so awful. Other people can lead the way. And what I mean by that is that you might get an offer. Somebody might say, hey, do you want to go in on this project with me? Or, I don't know, maybe you're a hairdresser or something and you can come and join me at my salon. I've got a spare chair and we need you. There will be some way that you can benefit and gain and flourish through other people making an offer to you, giving you an opportunity. Don't neglect it. Make the most of it. If that happens on the 15th of November, it's a gift from the gods. Take it and run with it. You're also on the 15th of November in some sort of position to profit from a contractual agreement or a verbal commitment or some sort of equal exchange between you and another person. So sharing, conversation, empathy, caring, love, these are the things that are going to bring so much joy to your life on the 15th of November. So look for ways to give them out and with gratitude, look for ways to receive them in to your life as well, Taurus. Alrighty then, Gemini, rising, sun or moon people. Well, we have this energy of benevolent Jupiter, Neptune making an aspect to the personal planets, Venus and the sun on the 15th of November. And that's what we're looking at this week. And what a blessing this is after all the upheavals of the eclipses. But we're still under the eclipse energy, as I said in the intro. However, it is sixth house realms that are the recipient of this energy of blessing. And that's going to help a lot, because the sixth house it's a challenging house. It is the house of conflict, the house of humility, house of toxicity. So we're going to get lots of support from the divine under this energy for clearing out the muck, cleaning things up, maybe getting rid of the toxicity in our body. And we are blessed through some, opportunity that the universe gives us to clear away the muck out of our body. We might be able to really heal a rift, heal a wound that is existing between you and another person, you and an enemy. We can show compassion, Jupiter and Neptune. We can show compassion to an enemy or to someone we're in conflict with or fighting with, and it heals that wound. It puts balm on the wound that heals it all up. It's a good day also, I would say, to invest in any sixth house things. Invest in your health, invest in a new diet, invest in a new revamped daily routine that was going to support you and bless you going forward. Invest in, maybe if you've been struggling with money or trying to figure out how you're going to handle your money or something like that, go and invest in speaking to a financial consultant. Or if you're going through a conflict or a divorce or something, go and speak to a divorce attorney. It's through... You stand to be blessed by investing in addressing your problems, sixth house is house of problems, head on. So maybe the diet and exercise example. Maybe you've been feeling like, it's end of winter in Australia, we're into spring, and where everyone's thinking, oh, my bikini body, maybe, that's a problem. So I'm going to go and invest in myself and my body and my health and my well-being to get me back into shape, to lose a bit of weight, to get fit and healthy again. We invest in that 6th house health and well-being thing. Or we're going through a conflict, we're going through a divorce. We go and invest in a divorce attorney to give us some advice. We're struggling with our money. We go and invest in a financial advisor to help put us on the straight and narrow and help us budget again. So this is what I'm trying to say. This energy is a positive energy for making good investments that bless us. And in the house of difficulties, we need to invest in solutions and problem solving for the issues in our life. Do it on this day. The universe has your back. It's going to lead you to the right person who can sort out those problems and make it right for you and help you come out the winner in the end. Now, this is a blessed energy, I have to point out, and that means that the routines of everyday life, which is something we see through the 6th house, are going to be your path to prosperity. Having a good routine that you stick to, that you're dedicated to, is going to be your source of blessing for the week ahead. Gains can also come through your work this week. You might find that your work is more gainful than usual. You've got more clients than usual, or getting a lot more interest in your work in some way. Or gains can come through the people that you work with this week as well. And advancement opportunities are on the cards as well, and they can come through your ability to do a good job. House of trying to perfect things that are not perfect, and so your ability to perfect and do a good job and do detailed work and be that beautiful shop assistant or whatever is going to bring blessing and opportunities for you, my beautiful Gemini friends. Also, I would encourage you to keep humble, which is an energy of the 6th house. Practice self-discipline, consistency, and perseverance. Now, if you can do those 4 things, you are going to notice that life flourishes more, and that you just feel better about your life, you feel joyful about your life feels more successful, more on track, you've got it all under control. There's those days, those beautiful days when just nothing much happens. Just the ordinary day, but we just want to dance down the street like we're Gene Kelly singing in the rain. That is the energy of the 15th of November. There might be nothing out of the box that occurs, but you are just happy because your daily routine is running to plan and you are doing a good job with your life. Self-discipline, consistency, attention to detail. Life just feels good. So this is an energy for finding happiness in the ordinary, the everyday, the little things. Cancer. Beautiful, beautiful Cancer rising friends, or sun or moon friends as well. Oh, we're going to go for a walk because Cancer's obviously a little bit restless. Let me just slow Cancer down a bit. Okay, so the energy of beautiful, benevolent Jupiter, Neptune is trining Sun, Venus, personal planet. So this influence on the 15th of November is going to be felt in the blessed 5th house. And don't Cancer need a little dose of blessing and gifts from the universe right now? So this is a house of love and the things we love and our inner child. So there is potential for just feeling uplifted in our soul, feeling like a child again, feeling the romance and beauty of life again. We might feel really able to connect well with our children under this influence on the 15th, and even if there's been any rifts with your children, any sort of brokenness with your children, this is the energy for healing those rifts and getting back into equilibrium with your kids again, and feeling bonded to your children again. So reach out, show compassion, connect with your children to heal any sort of wounds that might be there. Connect with those you love as well. Partners, you could restore a relationship with a partner that may have been sort of struggling, or a lover that you might have had a lover and I don't know, maybe you had a fight and you haven't spoken or something like that. This is the energy for reaching out and restoring that energy with your lover, setting things to rights again and bringing the blossom time back into your love relationships. So that's really, really beautiful. But also for our single Cancer friends, it's an energy for potentially meeting a soulmate, a potential partner who crosses our path. And so this is beautiful. This means, there might be romance on the cards or sudden fluttery feelings in the heart, which don't we all love when that occurs? Doesn't happen often enough in life, but a beautiful energy of benevolence. Also, I've got to just point out that this is trine. This is creating a grand trine with your ascendant. So it is just so super beautiful for all the water signs, this energy this week. Love it. The fifth house is also one of the good karma houses from past lives, the ninth house and the fifth house. So there's definitely some good karma flowing Cancer people's way. If you have been upright and integrous and honest and true and done good things in past lives, then the rewards are on your doorstep this week. The good stuff is about to show up for you. You might actually have to take action to make it happen, because fifth house is it's a fiery house, so it requires a bit of action. But know that your actions will be rewarded, and the good karmic rewards will come to you. So I would say this is the week, and particularly the 15th of November, Cancer people, for really developing your creativity and your originality, because it's through that you can feel a sense of abundance and joy and ego validation as well, really loving the self, because of how creative you are and the flair that you've got going on this week. It's a really good week for tapping into your own inner child, and whatever your source of joy was as a child, go there again. Maybe you loved drawing, or maybe you loved doing monos down the street on your bike or something. Well, be a child again. Play, have fun, Cancer people. This energy is just such a gift to us. And for you in the fifth house of our inner child, reach into that inner child, because it's going to lift your whole soul, your whole spirit to a higher level. And I know we all really need that after most of the energy of 2022. It is a house of joy, so you might be feeling a lot of joy about being a parent, if you are one. Or it's not necessarily, for some Cancer people, it's not necessarily a conception energy. I would need to see your own natal chart to sort of look into that. But it is an energy for delighting in your inner child and in your children if you are a parent. I would also encourage you, my beautiful Cancer friends, to just approach life with childlike innocence, wide-eyed wonder. Take time to play and have fun, as I've said, and be in that energy of delight like a little child, because when we're in that zone, that's when the creativity flows. That's when we get inspiration. That's when love just bubbles up inside of us, like it did when we were children. So really, my Cancer friends, it's all about being a child. It's all about being in your joy, being in your happiness. When we do that, we can receive some good fortune enter into our lives. Also, Venus being involved in this can indicate shopping, and in the fifth house you might be shopping for something glamorous. You might be shopping for theatre tickets, or shopping for something that, some sort of performance that you can go and see. This also is connected to, does have connections to writing. So you might be looking for a particular book and shopping for a book that you've been looking for a long time, and you might find it under this influence as well. So love this energy. It's going to bring so much joy. Thank you, Cancer. Now, my fellow Leo lovers, this energy, I'll just sort of slow the walking down here as well. Something's going wrong with my board. It's getting a bit old and worn out. I need a new one. But Leo, rising sun or moon people, on the 15th of November, Jupiter and Neptune are going to be trining Venus and the sun, the personal planet. So the energy is going to express through your fourth house. So what a lovely place for this energy to be expressing for us. The keys to our success and happiness and abundance through this beautiful trine on this day are going to come from our inner realm, our inner emotional foundations, our ability to feel happy. So if we're in a solid emotional state, despite the crazy wildness of the world around us, we're going to experience a growth of prosperity in our lives at a soul level and possibly on an external level too. Beautiful blessing that comes here. We might also experience some sort of blessing or success in our domestic environment or our, family home. It can look like maybe you've put in for a loan to be able to do an extension on your house, and you get approved on this day. 8th house energy is loans. This is the 4th house of of home. So, your loan could be approved then, and that could bring all sorts of levels of joy and optimism, and yay, I can finally have that extra bedroom, and you go all excited about that. Fortune can come through that. Fortune might come, and when I say fortune, I mean that feeling of expansion and blessing. Your parents might be some sort of blessing to you as well on this day, or you might be a blessing to your parents also, Leo, because this is the sign, the sun rules you. So you might be a blessing to your parents. You might be there for them in their need, or they could be, pop around with a whole meal prepared for you, and you got home late at night, you didn't have to prepare a meal. There's a blessing right there, something to be grateful for, something to have joy about. So there can be some blessing in your life from your parents or to your parents. I also want to point out that this is the house of our inner emotional fortitude. And I've kind of touched on this already, but I'll repeat it because I think I could say it better than what I did. But your inner sense of security is actually the platform that you're going to build success on. So what I'm trying to say here is the happier you feel, the more benevolent life is going to be to you this week. So really work on your emotional well-being this week. Look to uplift yourself. Do things that put you into a state of happiness and joy, because then you'll start to feel and experience those happy things in your external reality. This is a house of parenting. So your parents, but also your parenting. And if you are a parent and you're watching this, you're going to feel good about being a parent. There's some blessing coming to you for your parenting, rewards, I would even say, for some parents. If you've been dealing with a difficult situation with a child, there looks like some blessing coming to you this week to perhaps heal that situation. And certainly if there's been any animosity with any family members, this is an energy for bringing things back together to benefit, like compassion that heals any rifts between family members now. So that could be with you and your children, or you and your parents, or you and your grandmother, or something like that. There can be some sort of healing that this energy brings about. Compassion heals rifts. It's also a beautiful energy for connecting with those you love. One of my favorite shows is Modern Family. Everybody knows that. I just love it. I'm in love with Phil Dunphy. You could actually, I know on Modern Family, they're always getting together for dinner once or twice a week. And I'm like, this is the kind of thing you want to do on this day. If you have a good family relationship, do it. Connect with those you love, because never is there a better energy for having a wonderful family gathering and, getting together for whatever reason or no reason at all. This energy is going to give it just the best feeling. You'll be like you're in an episode of Modern Family, and lots of happiness and love abounding between family members. So I'd encourage you to do that. Practice hospitality with the people that you care about. And look, if you don't have family, this is also a house of our tribe. Whoever your tribe is, it could be your friends that are your tribe. It could be, obviously friends or family are the two main ones, but maybe you feel more connected to your 16 cats than you do to any people. So, love up the energy of you and your cats on this particular day. If your cats are your tribe, whatever it looks like, whoever is your tribe, whoever is closest family to you, enjoy this beautiful connection energy on the 15th of November. I love it. Alrighty, nearly at the end. Wow, this has gone quick. Virgo rising, sun or moon friends. The energy of Jupiter, Neptune making a trine to Venus, Sun on the 15th of November is really coming out through the personal planets in the third house. And so what this means is you can be very fortunate and blessed by just things in your ordinary everyday environment. A neighbor who blesses you, or a sibling who brings some sort of good news your way, or something in your immediate community environment that just really lifts your soul or gives you an opportunity that you didn't see coming, or maybe you're invited to host a workshop or give a speech somewhere, something like that. Some sort of blessing, some opportunity to expand yourself and to sort of, be more involved in your community as well. Your siblings or an old schoolmate might be really helpful for you under this energy in launching a small business or some sort of idea or project. It's the people in your immediate environment, those people in a workshop or relative or someone. that can actually bring some source of blessing your way. I also feel that for many of you Virgo people, if you run a small business, you're going to get a lot of creative downloads under this influence, a lot of new ideas that will inspire you, and you might even encounter a person who is a source of inspiration to you for your small business, or for a workshop that you're running, or even someone who's sort of a benefactor as well. Maybe you encounter somebody who owns a big space for your your art as therapy workshop or something, and they offer it to you for free. So there's some sort of benevolence to a business, benevolent blessing that comes to a small business endeavor that you're trying to run. Now, if you have any animosity with a sibling or a neighbor, this energy can heal it. This is an energy of healing any rifts, of showing compassion, and of restoring things that had been a bit fractious. So do take the initiative in that regard if there is a situation like that you can restore. Connect with the people you love. If you love your relatives, if you really get along well with your sister or your brother, this energy says reach out, make that phone call, or have that Zoom meeting or whatever to connect, because this energy is going to leave you feeling really good about the relationships that you have in that regard. And friends too, I would add as well. This energy is great for making investments, and I would invest in your skills and your talents, or in a small business if you have a small business. So do that workshop, get that RSA, get that that's a responsible serving of alcohol certificate here in Australia for people who don't know, and that's a skill set that you can have, that you can utilize and travel the world with. Get a barista, go do your barista course, invest in your skill sets, up level your skill sets, grow your skill sets. This energy will bless you in doing that, and will lead to better and better things for you in your life. This is an Upachaya house that, like, whatever skills you invest in under this benevolent energy is just going to grow and get better and more blessed for you going forward. If you run a small business, you stand to have some sort of win or good fortune with your small business that comes your way as well. You might get an influx of clients, or more people signing up to something that you want them to sign up to. There is likely some sort of expansion and blessing, Jupiter expansion and blessing that comes to something that you do as a side hustle or a small business, or something that you use your skills and talents for. So get ready. It sounds like a lot of fun, my Virgo friends. Now, my beautiful Libran rising sun and moon people, thanks for waiting until last. This one is affecting our 7th house. It is the energy of Jupiter and Neptune trining the personal planets Venus and Sun here in Scorpio, the 2nd house, on the 15th of November. This is the house of our resources for survival in the world: the clothing, the food, the shelter, the material things. Life is going to bless you in the material realm this week. So, I'm not saying, that you're going to suddenly inherit a collection of Chanel outfits or something like that, but there's going to be some sort of financial growth, financial blessing, or material growth, or material blessing that is just really supportive of your journey and your body's journey. So Librans, I'm really pleased to tell you that, because, a lot of Librans have been going through the ringer a bit recently. So you can be very fortunate with some financial situation, and that could look like suddenly you've got a job and last week you didn't have one, and so you've got a job, you're going to get more money. It could look like that. It could look like somebody is harvesting a bunch of fruit off their fruit trees, and they come around with a big box of fruit for you, or a bottled, apricots or something. And it's like, yep, there's a material, tangible something that I've been blessed with. What a gift that's going to support my body's journey. I've got apricots for the next 6 months. Fantastic. So good fortune with material assets and money that comes as a result of this beautiful, beautiful, blessed energy. I really feel, Librans, just generally by nature you're like this anyhow, but under this influence even more so, you're going to be really good at weighing up what's worth your time, what you should invest in, what financial investments you should make. You're really good at finding a bargain, negotiating for a good deal, and this energy can help you find therefore some bargains, or it's good investments, finding something that really is of value. Maybe you're down at the local op shop on a shopping spree, and you do encounter one of those Chanel suits in the op shop for $10, and you're like, whoa, grab this one. So there is this ability to score a win when you're out shopping to score a bargain under this energy that makes you just feel really, really good. I would also say this is a house of self-worth, and under this energy, the more that you esteem yourself, the more you love yourself, the more that you are going to attract blessing materially into your life. So if you're somebody, Libra, who struggles with self-worth and self-value, oh my God, get onto it ASAP before this energy comes on the 15th and lift your energy of worth however you can. Because if you're feeling good about yourself, if you love yourself, if you think, hey, I'm beautiful and I deserve good things in life, good things are going to come. This energy brings blessing to you. Wonderful. Now, Libra, if you have been sort of scratching your head about how can I make more money, how can I do better in the world, financially and materially, well, this is an energy that's going to give you the creative inspiration. You might come up with some really great solutions that are divinely inspired. So have an ideas book handy. I carry my ideas book. It's never very far from me. This is it. And every time I get some sort of inspiration or idea, just jot it down. I might never look at it again, but it's there if I need to. Have your ideas book handy so that you can write down any inspirations that come to you about how to address finances, how to create more material prosperity in your life, how to be more self-sufficient in how you're going through life and living in the world. You could get lots of downloads, lots of ideas that come your way. It's about being in the flow, and the flow for you is flowing to self-sufficiency and materially surviving and flourishing in the world. So yay, that could be a real win for a lot of people. I was going to say, this is an energy for compassion. It's an energy for compassion that heals any wounds. And this is the house, as I said, of self-love. So yeah, I'm telling you to go out and quickly deal with your self-love issues. It doesn't happen that quickly, I know that. But this energy is supportive of you doing so, of you finding the right book, of you encountering the right course, or having an interaction with a friend or somebody who just changes how you feel about who you are. And so keep your eyes peeled. There's going to be something in your sphere, Libra, this week that is going to help you transform how much you love yourself and value yourself, lift that up to a higher level. It's a good energy for making investments. And as I said, Libra, you can appraise what's of value, what's of worth, what's worth investing in. So trust your gut on that. On the 15th of November, it's a great day to make an investment of some sort if you've been doing the research on those topics, because this energy is just so benevolent, really, really has your back. So, that's a great day for investing for the long-term future for your personal material wealth and prosperity. So my dear friends, thank you for sticking with me for this Astro Weather Report. I love doing these for you, and I'm just so glad that you join me here every week to explore the heavens. I hope this is a blessing to you, and I will catch you with another Astro Weather Report next week.